Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Astroneer with your friend Kuros Paladin. And in our last episode, I had done some work of unlocking gateways. That's kind of got put on hold again because something that I thought of at the end of the last episode or during the last episode, and I mentioned was building a sorting facility here on Sylva, where I can just pull up a truck and then hits a button to get some auto arms going, and they will unload the truck for me and just sort everything out. So over the week, I planned out what I need. Everything that I need, excuse me, oh, breakfast. Everything that I need, all the materials, etc., as if though I didn't have anything. And that list I'll put over here, scrolling up while I'm speaking. And it's not, I'm sure I missed a couple things or two, but the idea is it's everything that I need for that facility, not counting anything that's already here. I've gone through and I've done what I call a delta, which is what materials I already have and what materials I need, and done the delta difference. And a lot of stuff, thankfully, I already have, especially the gases. I was really afraid because I need 27 helium and 27 argon. Believe it or not, I have, when I came to the argon, or the helium, there's 29. So I was very fortunate. Same with nitrogen, 28. And then argon, I needed, I have plenty of argon. Look at this. This entire thing is full of argon. So I'm okay with argon. So thankfully, some of the more difficult things, I've got enough. And it's almost as if though I thought about this ahead of time. The hematite and titanite that I've been collecting over on Glacio with the auto extractors, I brought back those canisters from Glacio. I've done a lot of work between episodes here prepping for this. I didn't start any actual work. I just got things back to Sylva, and I'm hoping we don't have to travel to other planets right now. When I say we, I'm hoping to have some helpers with this. I've been pinging a friend. He's played with me before, Captain Clueless. But his schedule, his real-life schedule, is so hectic, it's difficult to tie down just an hour of gameplay with him. But I'm hoping he'll be able to help me. I'm hoping, you may remember Viborg. He may be able to help. And I want to reach out to a couple other people as well. Unfortunately, this is a private save, so I'm limited to 4 players in this save. So I can't hit more than 4, obviously. If this was a dedicated server, I think there's a tweak you can go up to 12 now, but this isn't on a dedicated server. So unfortunately, 4 people, but it shouldn't take more than that. So what needs to happen? Oh, let me back up, because I was talking about we. So I've explained that. I did bring back the Titanite, and you can see there's 102 Titanite in there. So that's really awesome. That's more than enough Titanite I need. I had to change it to titanium. That's going to take a while. And then hematite, I have 248 hematite. That's more than enough because I only need a small amount of steel, as you may have saw over on the list of ingredients. I might have a crawl at the bottom as well. That kind of just shows what I need. I haven't decided yet, because that's a lot of post-production work that I don't know if I want to go through the effort of. But anyhow, so I have the titanite, I have the iron. I'm short on things like quartz. I'm going to need 131 additional resin. So resin collection is going to be the big thing. I'm going to be short about, I'm short a little bit of organic, around 40 organic. I'm short compound, My big 3 right here are in small canisters, so I only have 5 compound. I'm going to need a lot of that. I only have 7 resin. I need 138 total, so I'm going to be short there. Now, this is all, like I said, assuming that I'm building everything from scratch. But the more I thought about it, I'm probably just going to borrow stuff from this base. There's no reason I can't, because when I say I'm building a sorting facility, it has everything. It has the soil spinneroonie, the printers, the smelter. It'll actually have 3 smelters. Atmospheric condensers, the chemistry lab, shredder, trading platform, trading platform. The idea is that all this will go away. The only things that will remain will be the shelter, the landing pad, my little friends here, the hispine and the spewflower. Those are the only things that will remain. Everything else is going to move to the new facility. So where's the new facility going to be? Well, it's just going to be across the street here. I've decided this little area right here should be large enough. It has to be leveled out. We are going to have to cut into some of these hills a little bit. Sadly, these 3 trees are going to have to go. That's just the way progress works. It's probably going to come all the way back to about here. This might be a little bit further back than necessary, but it is going to be fairly large. Think of it's going to have. Now I said 7, but I forgot that that's just the 7 that have materials on them and smelters. There's going to be. Okay, I'm going to Alt Tab. Oh no, I can't anymore because I don't have it up. Darn it. Okay. It's kind of funny. So don't say anything to anybody, but I kind of planned this during some downtime at the office when I was just sitting there babysitting something running, and I threw it into an Excel worksheet. That Excel worksheet is sitting over at the office. I VP'd into my office to just look at it, and I have since closed the VPN, and I can't Alt-Tab over to that session anymore. But it's going to have 7 at least of these extra large platform Cs. It's going to have quite a few of these large canisters. So what I'll try to do if in post-production, so I'm going to come over here where we've got kind of an open area here. Again, I'll scroll up over here all of, like I said, the materials, and I'm going to scroll up over here all of the things that I will build. And I got to make certain my little guy doesn't suffocate here. But the idea, like I said, is everything from scratch, but that was the plan. I'm going to scavenge from here. There's no reason why I can't reuse these large platforms. The printers, the smelter, the atmospheric condenser. There's no reason I can't reuse those. So that's what I'm going to do. So, thankfully, like I said, one thing I did do between episodes in preparation is I got all the hydrazine I needed. Because I'm going to need graphene. So I'm going to be using this entire tower of hydrazine, including these 3 right here. I need 27 hydrazine. So if we need to travel anywhere, I still have, 2/3 of a tank here? Well, I'm going to say even less than that now. I've got a full canister and what looks like about 1/3 of a canister there. So if we do have to travel anywhere via the shuttle, we should be able to make a couple more round trips out of that. Again, I'm saying I'm hoping to have some other hands helping me with this. So, but yeah, the atmospheric condenser, the chemistry lab, this smelter, they're all going to be part of the new one. So I don't have to build the chemistry lab and the atmospheric condenser and the extra large shredder. I don't have to build the trading platform. I don't think I had the request platform in the plan, but the idea is to have everything at this facility. This all clears out, and it's a nice big open yard where I can host parties or whatever. So, anyhow, last thing to mention about the planning phase is this road will remain. Its elevation may change, but the road will remain. And then what will happen is there's going to be a diverging road here that's kind of a bypass, and then this road, or whatever, this bypass, is going to be the loading or unloading area, I should say. You're really not going to load anything, where I'll pull up the rovers, and it will be up to 4 trailers, only 3 of which will be serviced by the auto arms. Only because of my style of play, the first or head of the rover train is usually stuff that I don't remove and add to. It's usually I'll have maybe a soil canister here, an oxygenator here, and then maybe a medium storage here. I always have a beacon on my rovers because I've lost too many rovers to the Earth, and with a beacon, they're so much easier to find when you do that. So I just always have a beacon on my rover. The soil canister, of course, so that I can use my paver, and the oxygenator so that I can run tethers off of it. So I don't want the auto arms touching any of this stuff. But the remaining 3 trailers will be serviced. And you saw this in my little fun video, my 1X Astroneer that I did, where you pull up the trailer, or I'm sorry, you pull up the rover, and if you get it in just the right spot, and I got this kind of cool in my private save that I'm not advertising, where I used one of the extra large arches, which will trigger when you get to a certain point under it, and it will sound one of the little horns. In fact, I got a couple of the horns here that I found. So you just keep sneaking forward slowly until you hear, and that's when you stop, and you know you're at the right spot. You hit the button, and the auto arms just pull most of the stuff off of them. It's not an exact science because it all comes down to where the rover actually landed, and it's going to be different every time. Plus, the auto arms, I don't think they can cover an entire rover. They kind of miss the edges a little bit. All you have to do is just pick up. I'm going to use this as an example. All you have to usually do is just pick up the large storage, rotate it 90, put it back down, and then the auto arms will get the rest of it. So 12 minutes of explanation of what I plan to do. So tasks, when we get to this, one person is going to start. Their goal and task is to level this out. And to start, don't bite into the mountain too far, into the hills and the mountain too far. Just level it out, get it level. And that's a pain in the butt of its own accord. If any of you have ever tried to do true flat, it is a pain in the butt. Even in creative mode, you have that wonderful little block now that you can do that puts down true flat. It's not truly flat because there's only, forgive me, I can't remember, like 16 true flat surfaces on Sylva. So while, it says it's true flat, it could be like at a 45-degree angle because that's where you happen to be when you dropped it down. So somebody's goal is they're going to find a try that's flat, flatten it out, see how it is, adjust, keep doing that, and also understand that, we're trying to put a flat surface on an orange. That's my analogy I always use. So it is going to look like a bowl if it gets too big. Any of you that have ever done true flat over a large area will have noticed it feels like you're starting to go uphill, but you're still flat. That's because the planet is, spherical, and the influence of gravity follows that sphere. But you're trying to put something flat. So imagine putting a plate on top of an orange. Obviously, your center of gravity from the orange is going to make it feel like it's a bowl, even though it's truly flat. So this shouldn't be that large that we get that effect out of it, though. And I'm okay with it not being 100% truly flat. And then what we're also going to do is once we get it all figured out, I also want to paint it. So somebody's going to have to get a terrain analyzer with some colors. I just prefer the ones here on Sylva, the dark, mid, and light green, and then a little bit of the brown. So you can get all of those on Sylva. 6 colors right there. And then paint it out just so it looks a little bit nice, as opposed to getting this ugly gray that you just get in the middle of it all. I mean, this is just disgusting to me, to be honest. I haven't gotten around to paving my roads, as it were. So, another person's role is to tend smelters. Now, I've got running, as I showed at the last episode, Down below, I do have ammonium. What is it? Laterite. That's it. Laterite. That's being collected. I plan to turn that off, bring the auto arm, the platform it's on, and of course the laterite back up here. That's going to be really simple to do. Use that auto arm to pull refined resources off of smelters. I'm going to repurpose this large platform. I'm going to put 3 platforms on it, and then one of whatever is providing the resource over here. So basically, one of these 2 canisters or the laterite downstairs. I was about to say underground, and it will just feed the smelters. Now, over on my private save, I did 210 hematite at one point with 3 smelters. It took about 10 minutes for it to just grind through all of it. So it's going to take a while. Somebody might have to babysit that just to watch it and make certain it's going on okay. With the proper filter on an auto arm, though, meaning you drop the resource on it that you want it to pick up, you should be able to set it up, watch it do it a couple times to make certain it's okay, walk away, and then come back when it's done. So that will be one person's. Another person's task is going to be collecting resin. We're going to need, like I said, 131 resin. We're going to have spare because right off the bat, I'm going to be reusing these 2 extra large platform Cs. That's 4 resin that I get back, so I could say only 127 at this point. I'm not going to go back and do that math again. If I have a little bit of spare, no big deal. I'd rather have excess than not enough. So I made certain that we'll have a minimum, that we have all the materials we need. And I don't think I need to travel to any other planets. Everything we need is on Sylva at this point. So smelting and gathering resin, organic, will be very easy to get. In fact, what I would really like to do, and this might be somebody's task, is to take the rover around and pick up all the organic that's just been scattered along these roads. It's a very boring task, but it would, to my OCD, help. I feel like it would, what's the word I'm looking for? We're cleaning up the mess we left behind, and there's so much organic laying around already. No big deal. Although we're going to get quite a bit of organic when we clear this. I really wish, Exo Dynamics, System Era, if you're watching, doubtful, but if you are, I hope you are. Thank you for watching. It'd be great if we could plant stuff again. That would be awesome if we could put back this kind of stuff, even if you couldn't then turn around and harvest it, or if by planting it you had to use organic, like you're planting the seeds to put it back down. Because once you've scarred the earth or scorched the earth, like this area here, when I'm going to clear all this away, I like to have it come back and grow back a little bit, if possible. So, okay. So one person is going to have to gather resources, organic and resin. I'm going to need more quartz. That shouldn't be too big of a deal. There's plenty of quartz down by the laterite that's being collected. I'm going to need clay. Because I'm going to need, I think it was 27 or so. So I'm short some clay. We're going to need, I have exactly enough zinc. I need 2 zinc. I happen to have 2 zinc. So that's kind of funny that I happen to sit to that. I have enough ammonium. I don't need any more ammonium, thank goodness. I had that over here running and it's fine. I've got enough graphite because I'm going to need that for the nanocarbon alloy, or actually the titanium alloy, which goes into the I need it for the graphene, which goes into the titanium alloy, which goes into the nanocarbon alloy. How's that? I've got enough iron that'll come in from over here. So that'll be okay from the hematite. I've got enough titanium that'll come from this titanite. I will have enough aluminum based on the laterite that's being collected down below. I need no copper, ironically. It's kind of weird. I have, let's see, what else do I need? Looking at these, excuse me, oh my goodness, that coffee I had for breakfast. There's titanium, iron. I think that was all I needed. If there is anything else I happen to need, another person who's doing gathering of resources can always run out, grab some scrap or debris. We can grind it all up and turn it into scrap and trade off, and hopefully that'll get everything we need. Thankfully, I don't need any gases, which you can't get. Everything else we can get from the trade platform. So, everybody, this is a short episode. It's going to be a bonus episode. I am hoping it's Sunday morning at this point. I'm hoping I can gather some help to start doing this today, and I'm hoping this start of this will be on Tuesday's episode. I'm going to be out of town next weekend, so I'm going to also get a couple of episodes recorded up so that there's no gap in my schedule. Just to let you guys know, I do a lot of my episode recordings on the weekends, and then when I remember, because I still play City of Heroes, I want City of Heroes to come back, where I can actually put it up on YouTube. My friends and I still play it. I'm just not playing Zap. He's on hold until we can do it again. That way I can put the videos back up, because that series is from Zap Paladin's perspective. But getting back to, we get together at about, Sunday evenings, and then all of a sudden it's 11 o'clock at night on Sunday, and I haven't even rendered anything yet for the week, and I'm tired, and that's why there's been gaps in missed episodes or episodes that are late, because I just play games too much on the weekend, but it's what I enjoy doing. Anyhow, so you know what I'm going to do? We're on 21 minutes in right now to this episode. So what I would like to do, by the way, when I do this with my mouse, the little timer that shows me what I'm doing is right over here. You don't see it. It's just an overlay. So if you ever see my mouse go over this way for some weird reason, it's usually because I'm looking at that overlay. But I guess what I could do is, the first thing I want to do is I want to get the smelting thing going. Like I said, that will be somebody's task, but maybe I can get it going right off the bat. So how about this? Let's go down underground and get our laterite going. Oh, and the other thing I did is I brought back a lot of RTGs from Glacio. I should have brought the other two, because those auto extractors now are just sitting there doing nothing. I brought back a pair from one of the auto extractors, but I left the other pair. I probably should have left it. Somebody might go grab them, just because we're going to need a lot of power. So I'm going to go down and I'm going to grab that laterite, and I'm going to make the big long loop. We're going to make one more stop, because I'm going to need packagers as well. Thankfully, I have some spare packagers over here. So I'm just going to pick up, I think I need 3. 1 for the auto arm, 1 for the platform. Oh, actually, if I temporarily just leave these here and then remember they're sitting here, I should only need 3. Okay. Because the auto arm, platform, and platform. 2 platforms in the auto arm. The RTGs can attach to the to the rover. Oh, I do need sphalerite. I just saw it there on the ceiling. I need... Oh no, I don't. Sorry, I forgot. I have exactly enough zinc. So, all right. So here we are. It looks like it shut down. No, it is still going. Okay. It just didn't look like it was running. So 205. That's quite a bit of laterite. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let it finish this one little nugget off. Let's go ahead and start grabbing stuff. So boom. All right. And by the way, I looked up the math on the auto extractors. They take 8U to operate. That's a lot of energy. That's why 2 RTGs make them run optimally. Because if you also have the auto arm running, that draws 1, even if it's not doing anything. The auto arm is drawing 1U the entire time. So, okay, so there we go. It's done. I'm going to turn that off. I'm going to turn U off. So, let's go ahead. We're going to get our laterite. We're going to move it. And boom. Okay. Let's take our RTGs. So 1, 2. We're going to grab, we're going to disconnect cables. Cable, where'd the other cable go? There it is. Alright, let's get a packager on these. So package up the auto arm. Package up the platform it was sitting on. Because that will, again, I can reuse this. Package up this platform. I won't probably be able to reuse that platform, but there's no reason to leave it there. And then, ironically, the most valuable thing sitting down here, I'm just going to leave here, is the auto extractor. Because one day I may want more aluminum. I just had to remember it's there. Dollars to donuts, I'm going to forget all about that auto extractor. Maybe if I mention it to my assistants, then I will get somebody to go down there and grab it. I love how that giant canister just clips right through the cave ceiling. Alright, because I left that rover sitting there, I gotta go the long way. Anybody know what the name of that song is? Bonus points if you know. Bonus Paladin points that you can spend in our merch store. That's right. You can pick up plush Kuros Paladin. Okay. So I don't have anywhere to drop this stuff, so it's just going to have to sit here unceremoniously on the ground. And I hope I don't lose it. I've had that problem in the past. We're going to take the existing smelter. We're going to drop that one right here. Since in the one here always ends up... Oh, wait, no. This one. Is it this one? Yeah, this one seems to be the primary, because that's the front of the platform. It always seems to be the one on this side. This slot. Okay, if I was doing my programming computer language, this would be 0, 1, 2. So slot 2 always seems the primary. Alright, I'm going to build 2 more, so let's go, and I can't remember what smelters cost. They require... So, alright, I'm already eating into my compound and resin. So I need 2 compound, 4 resin, but this was planned for. I'm actually ahead still, 1 compound and 2 resin, because I don't have to build that. I don't have to build that. Alright, so let's come over here. So what did I say? I need... Put this down over here. Got a lot of mess. So I needed 2 compound, 4 resin. So let's grab... let's be our little gerbil. We're going to grab our food. 1, 2... Whoops. 2, 3. Do I have 4 slots? Yeah. Alright. So 4 resin. Oops. And get one of these started here. Alright, I need to put the compound down as well. So compound, come on, 1 compound. I've got a cat butting my hand right now. So she's my assistant at the moment. Yes, Ensign Dax. Alright. Actually, I'm going to need... Alright, so I have those. I need 1 more. There we go. Okay. Let me drop off this button, because I'm not going to need that. So no reason for it to take up space in my backpack. Alright, so I'm going to set up... Okay, let me help move my assistant here. She's getting a little bit annoying. Alright. So I'm hoping... I have never done this before. I don't know if 1 auto arm will get all 3 smelters. I don't know. I'm going to have to figure this... I'm going to have to see if this works or not. So, I don't think it will. It doesn't look like it will. I have a bad feeling it's only going to cover 1 of the 3. So somebody, unfortunately, may have to babysit. I don't know. The only other thing I could do is I could have a second auto arm here. and both feed into this canister that I plan to have just sitting over here. So I planned for building a lot of auto arms. I have one, but I need to build one more. Aluminum, graphite, I've got that. Let's grab the smelter, drop it down. Come on, there we go. Unpack. Let's get another one printing. Doop, doop, doop. Yeah, I don't have to click the ghosts, but I just like doing that. So I think I'm going to need a second one. I don't think I'm going to be able to cover both smelter, or all three smelters with one auto arm. Because right there, I can get 1.5, or 1 3/4, it looks like. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just have two auto arms. They're going to be slightly angled. So we're going to have that one cover. I know I'm splitting hairs here. I don't want them to get into contention, but I think they're like a race condition. All right, so I need a graphite and an aluminum, which happens to be right there, for an auto arm. And then I'm gonna need I am gonna have to build another small platform for that auto arm to sit on, unless I have one floating around here. I don't think I do. No, I don't have one floating around here. Let me check my supplies, just make certain I don't have one sitting over here. I don't see one, no. Okay. Alright, so we got the auto arm, and that means I need 2 more resin. I planned for this, so 2 more, or no, run resin for the small platform. Oops. Oh my goodness. Okay. I want the big 3 on their own. There we go. I want the big 3 right there. Alright, let's go print that platform. I'll let this printer actually do something. There we go. Let me move this. It's a little bit in the way. In fact, we can kind of move it. Come on. You know, it just occurred to me, I didn't need to do that. I probably could have set up both of those auto arms, now that I think about it, on this large platform B. Oh well. Give that platform a purpose. Alright, so let's grab our new auto arm here. And look at that, I almost got that exact. I mean, it pretty much is. Okay, so the idea is that one covers that, that one covers that. Alright, and then they're going to converge on right here. So I'm going to take you, and it doesn't have to be attached to anything. It can just sit there. So you, both of them, it is in the target zone. So go ahead, we're going to enable output, which means that it is ready to pull stuff in. I like how it says it's holding ammonium and it has 23 or 400, but there's nothing in it. That's a bug that just came about recently. I don't know what's going on there. Alright, I do have to connect, of course, for power. Come on. There we go. Turn these on. So the first thing, actually no, I'm going to turn them off. So the first one that I'm going to start with is I need the titanium. So let's go ahead and start with the titanium. So very easily, actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn you off. And I'm just going to let you fill things up. Okay. So I'm going to turn on 1. Actually, I'm just going to go ahead 2 and 3. I just want to space them out a little bit. And then I want when 1, okay, there we go. And okay, so it'll work. Now what I want to do, well, it'll sit there and wait. There we go. I want to add that as a filter so that just in case, well, it isn't picking up the Titanite, which is kind of good. I was afraid it would start picking up Titanite, and it is only picking up the titanium. And they seem to be doing okay. They're not contesting with each other. So that'll just do its thing. We're up to 5 plus the 2. That's 7 out of however many that was. What was it? 124? I don't remember what it was. Okay. So my titanium is going along. All right. Next. Actually, what I would like to do... Where's that graphite? I'm going to put you on this platform because I don't want to lose you. Okay. Actually, that wasn't graphite. What was that I just picked up? Titanium. Oh! Oh my gosh. I picked up the wrong darn thing. Holy cow. Alright. Sorry. Let's make certain I put it back in the right spot. Let's watch once it stops wobbling. Okay, it stopped wobbling. Now I want to make certain it's still in the target zone. Appears to be. Probably needs to move over just a touch. Yeah. Okay, let's move it over just a touch here. There we go. Okay. So now it looks like it's in the target zone. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's not pick that one up again. Let's not be an idiot. Ugh. Okay. So we've got that going. So folks, I think this will be a good spot to say we're done for this particular thing. So I've outlined what I'm after, and we've got our smelters going. You know, I guess it was 102 because part of that bug, as you can see, is it doesn't update the quantity. The only way to get it to update the quantity is you have to toggle it. So let me let it do that. Toggle it 60. So it's already gone through like 42. Well, okay, of which 369 are sitting there. But heck, that's 30. Math is hard. 33 that it's gone through in the last like what 5 minutes or so. It'll take a while. Those smelters will go for a while, and then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to get that hematite going, and that's going to take a lot longer. But that hematite will get us all the iron we should need, and what will happen is I will use this container or canister to hold the iron that comes out of here. So, you know, we just kind of reuse them as time goes by. So, everybody, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'm really looking forward to doing this. I want to get this this facility going. And like I said, I have a grand plan. I kind of, sketched it out on paper, virtual paper, Microsoft Excel. And I'll see how well it works out. But I'm really anxious to get it going. So, and I think I've got a lot of the groundwork laid. Ironically, I say that because the groundwork actually hasn't started. But I'm pretty much set with resources. So everybody, actually, I'm going to put you back over here. So I want to get all these RTGs. If they're not being used, I want them to actually be used. And I don't want to be walking into stuff. I kind of crowded this base a little bit. So there we go. All right. So everybody, I hope you have a great time. I will see all of you in the next episode of Astroneer with your friend Kuros Paladin, now wearing his Exo Dynamics commander suit. Although, as a commander, I still think his run is a little bit, not very commander-ish. But anyhow, I like the suit. Cat suit / bio suit is still my favorite. but I do like this one. So everybody, I hope you're having a great time watching the series, and I'll see all of you in the next episode of Astroneer. Take care, and bye!